Former First Lady Melania Trump may keep a low profile in public, but her clothes often make a statement. As a former model, Melania Trump knows the power of fashion and frequently picks pieces that speak louder than words. However, there have been occasions where her fashion decisions have stirred controversy. Let's take a closer look at Melania Trump's biggest fashion failure. These moments have gotten people talking, whether they had a hidden message or not. Melania Trump did not take this country's cultural expectations into consideration while visiting. It's widely known that First Ladies often adapt their wardrobe choices when traveling abroad, and Melania Trump has been no exception. She has made concerted efforts to conform to dress codes in various countries, drawing significant attention to her attire during specific diplomatic visits. One such instance was her visit to Pope Francis, where she adhered to Vatican protocol by wearing all black and a veil, in line with customary expectations. However, Trump faced criticism for not adhering to Saudi Arabia's cultural dress code during a visit to Riyadh, just before her Vatican trip. While visiting the American International School in Riyadh, she opted for a shirt dress with a V-neck line and a mid-length skirt. This choice raised eyebrows as it deviated from the expected attire for women in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, women, whether locals or visitors, are typically expected to wear loose black robes, known as abayas, and often cover their hair and faces with veils called niqabs. Even if head covering is not strictly enforced for female visitors, the cultural norm emphasizes conservative dressing, which Trump's shirt dress did not align with. The contrast between her attire and the cultural expectations of the country sparked debate and highlighted the importance of diplomatic wardrobe choices. She stood out at Rosalin Carter's memorial service. Melania Trump's choice of attire at Rosalin Carter's memorial service stirred up some controversy in 2023. Alongside First Lady Jill Biden and the other living former First Ladies, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, and Laura Bush, Melania attended to pay her respects to the late wife of ex-President Jimmy Carter. However, her wardrobe decision didn't sit well with some critics. As the group of presidential spouses entered Glen Memorial United Methodist Church in Atlanta together, Melania's outfit stood out notably. While her counterparts were dressed in somber black ensembles, Melania opted for a gray tweed coat, deviating from the traditional color of mourning. In photographs capturing the scene inside the church filled with mourners, Melania's lighter-colored attire was glaringly conspicuous. Social media buzzed with criticism, with many expressing disappointment at her puzzling wardrobe choice. Some speculated that her decision to wear attention-grabbing outerwear was intentional. Despite taking a step back from public life after Donald Trump's presidency, there were suggestions that Melania saw this event as an opportunity to reclaim the spotlight. Melania Trump stood out as the only person at Rosalin Carter's memorial service who didn't have the decency or good taste to wear black as all the others did. One tweet read, echoing sentiments shared by many. This jacket Melania Trump wore caused quite a stir due to the price. Melania Trump made headlines during the 2017 G7 summit in Sicily when she arrived at the Chierici Palace sporting a jaw-dropping jacket from designer Dolce & Gabbana. The floral embroidered ensemble exuded elegance and sophistication, but what truly caught the world's attention was the staggering price tag attached to it. The jacket came with a hefty price of $51,500, leaving many astonished. Yes, you heard that right. Dubbed the 3D flower, this extravagant garment was not even available in stores at the time of Trump's appearance. However, it had already generated significant buzz and sold out on the retail site Moda Operandi. Those eager to acquire the jacket had to be prepared to make a substantial deposit of $25,000, certainly not pocket change. To complete her look, Trump paired the jacket with a sleek column dress, heels, and a purse valued at $1,000. To put things into perspective, the average annual salary of a high school teacher in the United States is $60,320. The stark contrast between the exorbitant cost of Melania's attire and the earnings of many hardworking individuals sparked discussions about wealth, privilege, and extravagance. Her outfit omission and bold belt. During her inaugural overseas trip as First Lady, Melania Trump made a bold fashion statement with an extravagant accessory choice. While basking in the hospitality of Saudi Arabia, she donned a striking gold belt from Saint Laurent that stole the spotlight. The buckle of the belt was so substantial that it could double as a picture frame for a Polaroid. If Donald Trump's penchant for opulence extended to bathroom fixtures, this python-embossed belt would certainly rival his famed gold toilet paper in width. Melania paired this attention-grabbing accessory with a sleek black Stella McCartney jumpsuit, Christian Louboutin stilettos, and a chunky gold chain necklace, completing her eye-catching ensemble. Social media platforms, including X, erupted with commentary on Melania's choice of waist cincher. Some likened it to a WWE Championship belt, while others humorously suggested that she was assisting her husband in launching a new Trump-branded product line. One witty commentator joked about Melania promoting a chastity belt in Dictator Gold for $99.99, purportedly effective against unwanted advances from any country. Despite the attention-grabbing belt, another aspect of Melania's attire drew scrutiny. While she opted not to wear a headscarf, a customary garment for women in Saudi Arabia, she did not violate any protocol as foreign visitors are not required to adhere to this dress code. However, her decision sparked comparisons to her husband's previous criticism of Michelle Obama for a similar choice. In a tweet from 2015, Donald Trump attempted to shame Michelle Obama for not wearing a headscarf during her visit to Saudi Arabia, claiming that it had insulted their hosts. This perceived inconsistency in Trump's stance raised eyebrows and invited criticism. Melania, Trump's outfit in Africa, was not a cute moment. Melania Trump faced criticism for her fashion choices during a trip to Africa, where she visited Ghana, Malawi, Kenya, and Egypt, alongside the United States Agency for International Development. Despite the humanitarian focus of her journey, it was her attire that stirred controversy, particularly for its colonial evocative style. During her visit to Egypt, Trump donned a cream suit, white button-up, black tie, and matching fedora hat, reminiscent of the attire seen in the film Out of Africa. However, it was her choice of a white pith helmet while on a safari tour in Kenya that sparked the most backlash. Many viewed the pith helmet as highly inappropriate attire, given its historical associations with European colonialism and racism. The pith helmet gained prominence in the early 20th century when European travelers adopted it as protection from the sun. However, its origins are rooted in racist ideologies, as it was believed to be necessary to shield alabaster skin from the sun's rays. The continued use of the pith helmet perpetuates harmful colonial narratives, and Melania Trump's decision to wear one during her visit to Kenya was met with widespread criticism. She wore fur after attending a PETA fashion show. In February 2002, Melania Trump found herself gracing the cover of New York Magazine's Valentine's Day-themed issue under the headline, "Love After 9/11. The cover featured a striking image of Melania engaged in a passionate kiss with a firefighter. However, contrary to the romantic narrative suggested by the cover, Melania wasn't sharing a tender moment with a first responder on Valentine's Day. Instead, she was attending a Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week event with her then-boyfriend, Donald Trump. The event, sponsored by PETA, showcased the Mark Bauer fashion show with the theme, A Love Affair with Faux. Melania's apparent endorsement of faux fur was short-lived. as the following year she made a public appearance at the opening of a Dennis Basso furs store, adorned in a fur stole. Her choice sparked controversy, with media outlets like HuffPost including images of her wearing fur in their coverage. Despite fashion designer Dennis Basso's praise for Melania's style, stating that she wore his designs beautifully, Melania's press secretary, Stephanie Grisham, clarified in 2017 that Melania had stopped wearing fur. In response to Melania's apparent shift away from fur, PETA's senior VP, Dan Matthews, commended her for seemingly embracing faux alternatives. He referenced Melania's previous attendance at a PETA fashion show featuring designer Mark Bauer, a known advocate against fur use. Matthews highlighted Melania's support for fur-free fashion, suggesting that her decision to go fur-free aligned with her previous association with PETA and fur-free designers like Footwear. Melania Trump's BLOSA at this 2016 event set off Twitter. During a 2016 debate between her husband and Hillary Clinton, Melania Trump's fashion choices sparked social media speculation. She opted for a vibrant pink blouse with a distinctive pussy bow neckline detail from Gucci, which came with a hefty price tag of $100. However, what caught the attention of many was the timing of her outfit choice, just days after the release of the infamous Access Hollywood tape. In the tape, Donald Trump was heard boasting about making inappropriate advances toward women, stating, "When you're a star, they let you do it." Given the controversy surrounding the tape, social media users were quick to draw connections between Melania's blouse and her husband's controversial remarks. Some questioned whether Melania deliberately chose the blouse to make a statement in response to the tape, while others speculated that it might have been a mere fashion choice. Her choice of wedding attire was deemed tacky. Tiffany Trump's wedding at Mar-a-Lago certainly drew attention, especially with her eclectic guest list. Both of her parents, Marla Maples and Donald Trump, were present, along with her stepmother, Melania Trump. Despite the unconventional family dynamic, there was no scandal involved. Tiffany's parents had already separated when Donald met Melania, so there was no affair to speak of. In a display of familial harmony, Tiffany posed for a wedding photo with her mother on one side and her stepmother on the other. However, true to Trump family style, some members managed to steal the spotlight from the bride. Ivanka Trump sparked controversy by cropping out Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle, from a wedding photo she shared on Instagram. Meanwhile, Melania's choice to wear a cream-colored dress stirred up criticism on social media. Wearing white to a wedding is often considered a breach of etiquette, as it can be seen as trying to outshine the bride. Some online users felt that Melania's gown, with its pale hue, was too close to white and accused her of diverting attention from Tiffany. Critics labeled her choice as tacky and accused her of stealing the bride's spotlight. The First Lady chose this $1,000 button-down while gardening. First ladies often take up significant social causes during their time in the White House. Michelle Obama, Melania Trump's predecessor, famously focused on promoting healthy eating habits among children and even established a vegetable garden on the White House grounds. Surprisingly, Melania continued this tradition after Obama's tenure ended, maintaining the vegetable garden as a symbol of continuity and perhaps political goodwill. However, Melania's efforts didn't always receive praise. In September 2017, she hosted a group of children from DC's Boys and Girls Club of America for a harvesting event in the garden. While the event aimed to highlight the importance of gardening and healthy eating, Melania's choice of attire stole the spotlight. She opted for a Balmain plaid shirt, which reportedly cost over $1,000, paired with spotlessly clean Converse sneakers. The internet didn't hold back in its criticism of Melania's outfit, with many pointing out the apparent disconnection between her high-end clothing and the hands-on nature of gardening. One Twitter user humorously remarked, "When your H-1B visa application says your special skill is rich men gardening, but you hate dirt." The consensus seemed clear. Gardening attire should prioritize practicality over fashion. The jacket seen around the world had everyone up in arms. When Melania Trump visited a Texas detention center for migrant children, her fashion choice sparked a firestorm of controversy. She wore a green Zara jacket with the words, "I really don't care, do you?" boldly printed on the back, a move that was widely perceived as tone-deaf given the context of the visit. Many interpreted the message as a callous disregard for the plight of the children she was there to see, leading to swift condemnation on social media. Critics labeled the jacket choice as insensitive and unacceptable, expressing disbelief that she would wear such a garment to such a sensitive setting. In her defense, Melania later told ABC News that the words on the jacket were directed at the left-wing media rather than the children she was visiting. She explained that it was a response to the criticism she faced in the media. However, some White House insiders suggested a different interpretation. According to White House correspondent Katie Rogers, Melania may have worn the jacket as a message to Ivanka Trump, her stepdaughter. Allegedly, Melania felt that Ivanka was encroaching on her territory and seeking media attention that should rightfully be reserved for the First Lady. The situation became even more perplexing when Donald Trump tweeted out the fake news explanation, which Melania seemingly adopted afterward. This led to speculation about the true intended recipient of the jacket's message and highlighted the complexities of interpersonal dynamics within the Trump family. Stilettos and an outfit worth thousands were maybe not the best choice for a tree planting ceremony. Melania Trump's fashion choices have once again come under scrutiny, this time during a White House garden event. While participating in the planting of an Eisenhower-era oak tree sapling, Trump's outfit grabbed attention for all the wrong reasons. Instead of practical attire suitable for gardening, Trump opted for a $4,000 floral skirt from Valentino paired with 4-inch Christian Louboutin stiletto heels, which likely set her back $745. This extravagant ensemble seemed out of touch with the occasion, especially when she wielded a gold-tipped ceremonial shovel. Gardening expert Alice Fowler noted that Trump may have been given a clean shovel to accommodate her footwear, highlighting the impracticality of her outfit choice. After the photo op and a symbolic sprinkle of dirt, Trump departed from the event. Fowler remarked on the contrast, noting that even the Queen of England typically remains until the tree is watered in. This observation underscores the perception that Trump's participation was more about optics than genuine engagement with the gardening activity. Given the impracticality of her outfit and the briefness of her appearance, it's unlikely that we'll see Melania Trump personally tending to the sapling in the future. Some compared this outfit Melania Trump chose to military looks often worn by dictators. During the 2020 Republican National Convention, Melania Trump's fashion choice once again drew attention, albeit for controversial reasons. While the event showcased several notable moments, including an awkward incident involving Melania, her outfit also sparked discussions about its appropriateness. Trump donned an army green military jacket paired with a matching pencil skirt, both from designer Alexander McQueen's Resort 2020 collection. The jacket alone carried a hefty price tag of $2,150. However, it wasn't the cost that raised eyebrows. Rather, it was the style's resemblance to military attire often associated with dictators. While such a fashion choice might have been unremarkable on someone else, Trump's decision to wear it while speaking at a podium adorned with American flags created an unsettling visual. Critics pointed out that the combination of the outfit and the convention's atmosphere led to comparisons with authoritarian regimes. As one commentator put it, wearing such attire in the context of a convention with a fascist timbre inevitably invited associations with dictator cosplay. While speaking about childhood hunger, Melania Trump wore this expensive outfit. Melania Trump's choice of attire during her speech at the United Nations General Assembly about cyberbullying and children's hunger sparked controversy and accusations of hypocrisy. While advocating for ending childhood hunger and promoting empathy, Trump wore a fuchsia pink dress from designer Del Pozo, valued at $2,950. Her speech emphasized the importance of addressing issues such as hunger and bullying, stating that no child should ever feel hungry, stalked, frightened, terrorized, bullied, isolated, or afraid, with nowhere to turn. However, the stark contrast between her words and her extravagant outfit did not go unnoticed. Critics on Twitter were quick to point out the inconsistency, with some labeling her as out of touch and a fraud. One user commented, "Melania Trump and her pink parachute need to take a hike. What a fraud." Another remarked, "Melania Trump, wearing a pink Del Pozo designer dress worth thousands, says, no child should ever feel hungry. Hypocrisy." Suitable footwear was out of the question when she visited the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey. Melania Trump's fashion choices have often been a topic of discussion, and her decision to wear stilettos while visiting areas devastated by Hurricane Harvey in 2017 sparked controversy. Despite the torrential rains and flooding that had afflicted the region, Trump opted for high, pencil-thin heels, which many deemed inappropriate for the occasion. Accompanying her heels was an outfit that, while suitable for a different setting, was ill-suited for the circumstances. She wore pants and a khaki windbreaker, and carried an umbrella as she boarded Air Force One. However, her choice of footwear stood out as particularly out of place given the conditions on the ground. Recognizing the criticism, Trump made a quick change, swapping her heels for a more practical pair of shoes and donning a baseball cap with FLOTUS printed on it. This adjustment likely aimed to present a more appropriate image for the somber setting of the hurricane-stricken areas. Melania Trump set the internet on fire when she wore this ensemble. Melania Trump's fashion choices often come under scrutiny, especially considering her husband's America First stance, which influences the designer labels she wears. This was particularly evident during the visit of the French president to the White House. For the occasion, Trump selected an Hervé Pierre skirt suit in a bold, crisp white, complemented by an attention-grabbing white hat. The ensemble sparked a flurry of reactions on social media and among critics, with opinions split down the middle. Some viewed the outfit as a diplomatic statement, noting that Pierre was a recently naturalized American citizen, interpreting Trump's choice as a display of diplomatic symbolism. However, others, such as the Boston Herald, criticized the look, arguing that it leaned more towards European roots than embracing the America First ethos. Amidst the political interpretations, Twitter users couldn't resist drawing lighthearted comparisons. Some likened Trump's appearance to Carmen Sandiego channeling Beyoncé in the Formation video, while others drew parallels between her and Jude Law's character from The Young Pope. Regardless of the political or pop culture references, the consensus seemed to be a lesson in simplicity when it comes to headwear choices. This critic went off on Melania Trump over this inappropriate coat. During the unveiling of the White House Christmas decorations in 2019, Melania Trump's outfit drew criticism from Robin Given, a critic at large for The Washington Post. Given expressed her disapproval of Trump's attire, highlighting a perceived disconnect between Trump and the public. In Hair Critique, Given noted that Trump wore an all-white ensemble consisting of a dress with a simple jewel neckline, white stiletto-heeled pumps, and a white coat draped over her shoulders. Given described the coat as appearing ridiculous and went on to characterize it as a distraction and discomforting affectation taken to an extreme. She suggested that, in a video meant to celebrate the warmth and welcoming spirit of the holiday season, Trump's outfit exuded a sense of cold, dismissive aloofness. Given's observations gained traction, especially in light of comments made by Trump in October 2020. In these remarks, Trump expressed frustration about being responsible for the White House's Christmas decorations, questioning the significance of the task while acknowledging its necessity. Who knew that leather leggings would cause such a stir? Leggings mishaps are practically a rite of passage for many women. Whether it's a tear during a workout or an unexpected transparency issue, we've all been there. Even Melania Trump, the former First Lady, has her own legging story to tell. During one particular outing, Melania's choice of leather leggings caused quite a commotion. It wasn't because of their slim fit or silhouette, or even the dreaded see-through mishap. No, it was because the leggings closely matched her skin color, creating an optical illusion that made it seem like she wasn't wearing pants at all. At first glance, it appeared as though Melania was bravely striding alongside her husband in just a green mini dress, a bold move considering it was December. However, upon closer inspection, it became clear that she was actually sporting a pair of tan leather leggings. Despite the revelation, the illusion managed to fool quite a few internet users. Flotus returns to Washington at night wearing sunglasses and a mini skirt. WTH, exclaimed one Twitter user. That is a mini skirt, remarked another. To truly appreciate the optical illusion, one must examine the look closely. The former First Lady's official portrait came with a lot of heat for this controversial choice. Melania Trump's fashion choices have always been a topic of discussion, and her selection for her official White House portrait was no exception. While she donned a sleek, well-fitted black blazer and opted for soft makeup, it was her choice to wear her $3 million 25-carat diamond ring that drew criticism. Gifted to her by Donald Trump on their 10th anniversary, the exorbitant price tag of the ring raised eyebrows. Critics argued that it was inappropriate for the First Lady to flaunt such a lavish accessory, especially considering the potential funding it represented. A sum that could have been allocated to vital programs like Meals on Wheels and other social initiatives that were at risk of being cut in the proposed federal budget. However, Melania isn't the First Lady to face backlash over her White House portrait. Michelle Obama also faced criticism for her choice of attire, opting for a sleeveless dress in her photo. It seems that no matter the decision, pleasing everyone as a First Lady is an elusive feat. What do you think about Melania's most inappropriate outfits? Which one stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to stay updated on more content about Melania Trump's fashion journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.